Okay, we're going to be solving these equations. They're special equations. You're going to see at the end the answers. So please watch careful, and if you have to rewatch this, do so. First thing we're going to do all the time is always to make sure that you divide your sides. You have the left side and you have the right side. Why am I doing this? Because you need to simplify. You cannot cross this equal sign until you simplify your sides. So let's work on the left and see what we have. Remember, you don't want this. You don't want no parentheses, fractions, or no like terms. And as you can see, you do have parentheses. So all you have to do is multiply -3 times x. And you also have to multiply it times -2. But let's bring this guy down. You're going to bring this number down. That's 5x. And now you start multiplying. -3 times x, that's -3x. -3 times -2, that's +6. Now, let's move on to the next side because you want to keep a sentence, like a straight line sentence, okay? And again, as you can see, the -2 is multiplying, so let's bring down the 3 before we begin the multiplication. So -2 times 5, that's -10. -2 times -2x, that's +4x. And you bring down this, guys, which is just -2. Now, when you're multiplying, remember you are multiplying the numbers like a regular equation. So in the calculator, when you say -2 times -2x, you cannot input that, but you can input -2 times -2. And that's it. Now, remember that is the x term. That's why you need to call it x. That's 4x. That's -2 times -2 is 4x. So check that you already, there's no parentheses. You don't have to worry about the fractions, but you do see the like terms. And what do I mean by like terms? The same kind. And I've been saying in class to think about this as, apples and bananas. So here are your apples. Anything that has an x is an apple. So x, x, you bring them together. You actually add them. Okay, put it together and read what it says. That's what it means, because some of you are keep asking me, am I supposed to add or subtract? Just read the sign. This is saying 5x minus 3x. Practically, you're doing 5 minus 3. What's 5 minus 3? Isn't that 2? And this is the x term. Now bring down the +6. Whatever you don't use, whatever you don't touch, you have to bring it down. Look, I brought this one down and I brought this one down because I first multiplied. Now I'm going to do exactly the same thing here. As you can see, you have 4 terms. Look. And you're going to bring you're going to put together the x term, which is 4x. You have a 4x. And you also have a 4x here. I'm sorry, minus 2x. So 4 minus 2, that's just 2x. And now you're going to combine the constants. And the constants are this two. So 3 minus 10 is -7. Okay? That's it. You're going to stop right there. Remember your equal. Always keep your equal so that way you can keep your balance. And now you're going to get the letters together, the variables together. Why? Because you have a variable on this side and a variable on that side, and you want to have the variable on the same side. Okay, wait. So here we go. So I'm going to move this guy here with this 2x. So I'm going to do the opposite. I see the number is positive. I do minus 2x. Minus 2x. Now I cancel here because 2 minus 2 is 0. So they're gone. Now you bring down the -7. And this is equal to, let's move to this side. Bring down the 6. You already know that 6 will have to come down. And then 2x minus 2x. That's another 0. So the letters are gone. So that means you don't have a one solution. You either have no solution or infinitely solution. Okay? So read and compare. If the two numbers are the same, you're going to have infinitely many solutions. But if the two numbers are not the same, you're going to have no solution. And as you can see, 6 equals to -7. That means no solution. Why? Because that's false. Okay? This is no solution. In the actual assignment, you could write abbreviate as NS. Okay? That means that 6 is not equivalent to -7. They're not the same. That's false. Okay? But the answer is no solution. Let's move on to the next example. And we have this right here. Again, same thing. We're going to keep the border. Remember, this is your left side. This is your right side. And you're going to simplify. No parentheses. no like terms. Okay, so let's do this. In here I don't have parentheses, I don't have to worry about that, but I do have like terms. How do I know that? Because I see the x family with the x family, you keep them together, and that is just negative 5x. Bring down the minus 5, that's minus 5. This is equivalent to, and here I have to multiply because I see parentheses, that's negative 5. Why? Because 5 times negative 5 is negative 5, and 5 times negative 1, that's a negative 1. If you have to know what is that, but remember, 5 times a letter, any letter, is just the same thing. In this case, it will be negative 5x, okay? And now you got to the point where you have to bring the letters together. So this is plus 5x plus 5x here, okay? Cancel that out, bring down the minus 5, because negative 5x plus 5x is just 0. Negative 5x plus 5x is just 0 too as well here. That is gone. So what is left is these two guys here, the negative 5 and the negative 5. And now you have negative 5 equivalent to negative 5. That is true. That's true. They're the same thing. Okay, this is a reflection. So this is what we call infinitely many solution. That's your answer. Okay, or you could just abbreviate it as IS in the homework. But in the actual test, EOC, you have to either say no solution or infinitely many solution. Okay,